Sunspots, also called age spots or solar lentigines, are flat brown, grey or dark patches that usually appear on areas of the skin that receive years of sun exposure. Common locations include the face, hands, shoulders, chest, and arms. Despite the name age spots, they are mainly linked to ultraviolet radiation from sunlight, not simply getting older. These spots form because the skin produces extra melanin, the pigment that gives skin its colour. Ultraviolet light activates pigment-producing cells called melanocytes. Over time, repeated sun exposure causes uneven pigment buildup. That is why people who spend many years outdoors often develop more visible sunspots. One important medical fact is that sunspots are usually harmless. However, any spot that changes rapidly, bleeds, becomes irregular, or develops multiple colours should be checked by a doctor, because some forms of skin cancer can resemble harmless pigmentation. A very important point that many people do not realise is that no food or natural ingredient can instantly erase sunspots overnight. Skin changes happen slowly because the skin renews itself gradually. Natural approaches mainly work by supporting skin repair, reducing further sun damage, lowering inflammation, and helping the skin maintain healthier pigment balance over time. One of the most powerful natural strategies is reducing ongoing ultraviolet damage. Without this step, many treatments fail because the skin continues to receive the same stress that caused the spots in the first place. Protective clothing is one of the simplest and most effective tools. Wide brim hats, long sleeves, sunglasses, and staying in the shade during strong midday sunlight can significantly reduce ultraviolet exposure. This is not a cosmetic trick. It directly reduces the biological trigger that stimulates excess pigment production. Many dermatologists also recommend mineral-based sunscreens containing zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. These ingredients sit on top of the skin and reflect ultraviolet light instead of chemically absorbing it. They are often better tolerated by sensitive skin. Nutrition also plays a major role in long-term skin health. The skin is a living organ that constantly repairs itself. To do this properly, it depends on antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, and hydration. Vitamin C is especially important because it helps the body produce collagen and also acts as an antioxidant. Oxidative stress caused by ultraviolet radiation contributes to visible aging and uneven pigmentation. Foods rich in vitamin C include oranges, strawberries, kiwi, bell peppers, broccoli, and parsley. Interestingly, bell peppers actually contain more vitamin C per gram than many citrus fruits. Broccoli also contains compounds called sulforaphanes, which researchers study for their protective effects against cellular damage. Vitamin E works together with vitamin C. It helps protect cell membranes from oxidative stress. Natural sources include almonds, sunflower seeds, avocados, hazelnuts, and olive oil. Colourful fruits and vegetables are especially valuable because many contain carotenoids and polyphenols. These natural compounds help plants defend themselves from environmental stress, and they may also support the skin's defense systems. Tomatoes contain lycopene, a red pigment associated with antioxidant activity. Cooked tomatoes actually release lycopene more effectively than raw tomatoes. Carrots and sweet potatoes contain beta-carotene, which the body can convert into vitamin A. Green tea is another interesting natural option. It contains compounds called catechins, especially EGCG, which researchers study for antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Some studies suggest green tea compounds may help reduce some effects of ultraviolet damage. Hydration also matters more than many people think. Skin cells function best when properly hydrated. Water supports circulation, nutrient delivery, and skin barrier function. Dry, damaged skin often appears more uneven and aged. Sleep is another surprisingly important factor. During sleep, the body increases many repair processes. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to increased inflammation and accelerated visible aging. One of the most commonly discussed natural ingredients for pigmentation is aloe vera. Aloe contains compounds that may gently support skin renewal and soothe irritation. Some small studies suggest aloe-derived compounds could help reduce pigmentation over time, although results vary. Another traditional remedy is licorice root extract. It contains compounds such as glabridin, which researchers study because they may interfere with some steps involved in pigment production. This is one reason licorice extract appears in many skincare products designed for uneven tone. Turmeric also receives attention because it contains curcumin, a compound known for anti-inflammatory and antioxidant activity. However, turmeric is not a miracle cure. Evidence for visible fading of sunspots remains limited, and turmeric can temporarily stain the skin yellow. Apple cider vinegar is often promoted online for age spots because it contains acetic acid. However, using concentrated acidic substances directly on the skin can cause irritation, burns, or worsen pigmentation, especially in sensitive individuals. Natural does not automatically mean harmless. Lemon juice is another example. Although lemons contain vitamin C and citric acid, applying lemon juice directly to the skin can increase irritation and even make skin more sensitive to sunlight. In some people, this can actually worsen dark spots. This highlights an important scientific reality. Evidence matters. Some natural approaches support skin health, but exaggerated internet claims often promise impossible overnight results. The skin also responds strongly to smoking, alcohol excess, and high-sugar diets. Smoking reduces blood flow to the skin and increases oxidative stress. High sugar intake contributes to a process called glycation, where sugar molecules damage proteins such as collagen and elastin. Collagen is what helps keep skin firm and resilient. When collagen breaks down, the skin becomes thinner, less elastic, and more visibly aged. Exercise may also indirectly help skin appearance by improving circulation and reducing chronic inflammation. Better circulation helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to tissues throughout the body, including the skin. Another fascinating medical fact is that the skin has its own microbiome, meaning communities of microorganisms that live naturally on the surface. Harsh overuse of irritating products can disrupt this balance and damage the skin barrier. Gentle skincare often works better than aggressive scrubbing. Excessive exfoliation can create inflammation, and inflammation can sometimes worsen pigmentation problems. When people seek medical treatment for sunspots, dermatologists may use methods such as topical retinoids, chemical peels, cryotherapy, laser therapy, or prescription lightening agents. Some of these treatments have scientific evidence supporting their effectiveness, but they may also cause side effects in certain people, especially if misused. It is important to avoid extreme claims on either side. Not every medical treatment is harmful, and not every natural remedy is automatically safe or effective. The strongest long-term strategy usually combines prevention, healthy lifestyle habits, proper skin protection, and evidence-based care. One of the healthiest approaches is focusing on the root cause: cumulative ultraviolet damage and chronic oxidative stress. Protecting the skin from further injury while supporting overall health gives the skin the best environment for gradual recovery and healthier aging. This process takes patience. Skin cells renew over weeks, not hours. Sustainable habits consistently practiced over months are far more realistic than miracle cures advertised online. In many cases, the most effective long-term plan includes daily sun protection, antioxidant-rich foods, adequate sleep, hydration, stress reduction, gentle skincare, and professional medical advice when needed. The interesting thing is that many of the same habits that support healthier skin also support heart health, brain health, immune function, and healthy aging throughout the body. Skin is not isolated from the rest of the body. It reflects overall health remarkably well. That is why balanced nutrition, lower chronic inflammation, and reduced ultraviolet exposure remain some of the most scientifically supported and sustainable ways to help prevent and reduce the appearance of sunspots over time.